Será la magia que tienen tus ojos y esos truquitos para enamorar. Tú me seduces a tu antojo y de tu hechizo no puedo escapar. Qué ganas tengo de buscarte y de volverte a besar. Por más que traten de alejarte, baby, hoy conmigo tú te vas.
Yo solo quiero que confíes en mí y seas valiente, bebé.
Escápate conmigo esta noche, bebé. Te quiero comer, te va a encantar. Tú sabes que conmigo siempre la pasas bien. Te quiero comer, tus labios besar.
Guys, doing NoFap day 11, man. We got that busting nuts, kind of about 11 and a half days. I haven't been busting these nuts. Yeah, man, it was pretty up and down day, pretty up and down 24 hours. I ain't gonna lie, at first, it was a pretty depressing day, man, pretty depressing day, especially last night before going to bed. Just you know, just thinking about life and things like that, and I don't know, just thinking about a lot of things. A pretty depressing night. I was in a pretty low state, low mood, in a very negative state. But obviously, with emotions, they change. And one thing that I've learned, so far on this streak, that you have to you have to expect to be in bad moods and bad states, and even being depressed. I don't care how confident somebody appears on the outside. Everybody has those moments where they just. Everybody has those moments where they aren't as confident. They aren't as confident. Well, not as confident. Everybody has those moments where they just feel low and depressed. They don't know what they just we'll have those depressing moments, and just they may not necessarily be quote unquote clinically depressed, but we all have those down moments where we don't feel like going anymore. We don't feel like we don't have motivation to do anything, and especially on addictions and NoFap. That's just common, especially with the flatline and stuff like that. But it just one thing I learned that it's all about enduring, because oftentimes the next day it's like it's a little better. But from things I heard about flatlines, from the things I heard about NoFap flatlines, yesterday probably will be just one day out of many flatline days to come, because I'm not saying yesterday was a flatline, because it was just a very depressing day, but I'm saying, like, as far as when the flatline hits, yesterday, how I felt today, and the past day, it's probably definitely be like that. But one thing I'm learning is that every day is different, and no matter how dreadful we think the day is gonna be, after a couple hours, after we talk to a couple of people, you back to you're not in that low mood anymore. So the only thing, some people want to be happy 24/7. They want to figure out how to be happy 24/7. And same thing with motivation. People want to be motivated 24/7. Oftentimes you're not gonna feel that jolt of motivation, of energy all the time. You're gonna have to actually fight through some depressing moments, some bored times, and you have to realize that every moment, every 24/7, every hour, every minute on the hour can't be a day full of adventure and fun. You're gonna have to be able to endure. Yeah, I just came back from Barnes and Nobles and Target and Petco, and there was just a guy that sat next to me, and he just started speaking, and he graduated from the university back in 2013, and we were just talking about transferring from community college to university. He has like he's like he said that he's like a expert public speaker or something like that. He has some award or something that he mentioned in public speaking, and pretty much we going back and forth, and I just asked him a couple of questions, things like that, and he says that he said something that we don't really think about doing too often. But he mentioned like he's really good at speaking to people because he practices over and over again. And I just asked him questions like how to get over his public speaking. He mentioned how the anxiety of public speaking, and he mentioned how speaking to people every day, things like that, can help you, because when you speak to a certain amount of people, and you get in front of people and actually speak, especially speaking to people that you're gonna be presenting to beforehand, and you're really not as nervous to speak to them because you already spoke to a lot of people on an individual basis, so you're not really as nervous to quote unquote fail or embarrass yourself because you already spoke to these people, a lot of people that's you're presenting to beforehand. But he mentioned something else, like, you know, just speaking to random strangers every day. It's like, so he said, like how you spoke to me. He mentioned he sometimes speaks to strangers just randomly, and you know, afterwards he kind of, you know, kind of grades himself on how well he did. And also he mentioned how like, cause I asked him like overthinking everything, like after you have a conversation, like I tend to do overthink a conversation, especially with females, especially with attractive female. I tend to overthink, you know, things, and speak negatively. And he mentioned how, you know, you just have to don't focus so much on the negative, and you know, focus on the positive. You know, he also mentioned that if he's like if you're like in a coffee line in the coffee or the caf, sometimes he'll, you know, he pretty much, like when you see somebody in front of you or behind you, you know, you see what they got on, you see what they're wearing, you know, something like that, and just spark up a conversation like, you know, those are nice shoes or whatever, where'd you get them from, or you know, what's good to order here, or you know, he mentioned like the cafeteria, for example, he's like something like, you know, does that chicken look good to you? You know, just sparking them conversations, and, you know, just quickly introducing yourself, and, you know, leaving it like that. And then I was thinking to myself, like, that sounds like that sounds perfect. That sounds like a really good thing to you know, do as far as like meeting new people and getting over the fear of speaking to people. Just speak like like he mentioned, speaking to 2 new people every day. You know, just walking through the hallways, you know, in the laundry room, when somebody walks in, just sparking up a short conversation. I feel like, especially like, you know, with anxiety concerned, if you spend most of your day quiet and not speaking to anybody, then you can never expect to get better. You can never expect to get better at curing depression, getting over your anxiety, and becoming a better speaker. But I mean, I know it sounds kind of weird, but if you go through most of your day and only speaking to your friends, or not just speaking to anybody at all, the first time you speak to somebody, you're gonna be a little rusty off top. So if you only speak to one person every day, maybe not even if that, sometimes you don't even speak to strangers every day. You just sometimes either it's your friends or your instructors, or not many people after that. Your conversational skills aren't gonna be able to grow like that because you're not speaking to enough people. And so yeah, I'm definitely glad that you know, that he spoke to me and we had a conversation. It was a pretty good conversation, man. Pretty good conversation. Definitely put me in a better mindset. And so yeah, man, that's it's definitely wise to get out there and just speak to people, and because that's how you meet new people, how you meet your friends, and how you get over your anxiety. Because if you can speak to anybody, if you speak to enough people to where you can speak to anybody without really getting that anxious, then what's really public speaking? Because, you know, you've already spoken to people, all of the negative self talk, you put out your mind. And so now the anxiety of public speaking really isn't that bad. So yeah, man, that's what I said. Every day is a new day. Like before, like last night, going to sleep, I was saying, man, I don't even feel like making videos anymore. But guess what? Right now, got a new jolt of energy. So every day is a new day, and you can't expect every day to be all sunshine and rainbows, because you're gonna have low depression days, and you just have to know how to get past them, how to endure it, and how to know that every day is not gonna be all happy. So you just have to, you know, get through that. My guy Darwin just said, it's not about imagining if you was there. It's about what you need to do differently this week to add days to the street, so you can understand that sometimes it's difficult to communicate and receive a message through text. A relapse isn't the end of the world, but it goes to affect the progress. I still believe in you, but I'm not going to allow you to make excuses for yourself. Yeah, bro. I was referring to another comment. My Canoe Unchao on the last video, he mentioned relapse. He reset his counter. I was referring to his comment, not me personally. Not counting, you know, edging things like that as relapses. I was referring to him, and as far as like, yes, you should reset. You should reset your counter, because a relapse is a relapse. But I wasn't referring to myself. I think you may have got I think you may have got me. I think you may have thought I was talking about myself rather than him. But I appreciate the comment. Speaking of my guy Canoe Unchao, he said it's good to count the days, but check in once in a while to see where you are. Since it's good to not count the days, because it's good to not count the days, but check in once in a while to see where you were at. Since every streak in the day won't be the same. I had day 4 before, and some had more energy, while others not really day 1 here. Yeah, man, with NoFap, it's most of the time it's up and down with NoFap. It's gonna be up and down energy. energy levels fluctuate, and so we just have to realize that every streak is different. Like last streak on day 12, when I was at day 12, I felt ecstatic. Now on this streak at day 12, I don't feel that ecstatic and that confident. Everything it all fluctuates because it's dealing with those chemicals in our minds, that dopamine. But appreciate comment, bro. Again, oh Lord. And my God, Golden Panther wrote with the hashtag dope ass name. He says, "Why did you choose boxing?" It's actually a boxing club on campus, and I don't know what made me actually go to the first one, the first actual meeting. I think somebody had mentioned like a guy that lives in the same building had mentioned the boxing club, and I believe I just checked it out one day, and it was really fun, man. And ever since then, I think it's like a year and a half that I've been in the boxing club. It's really fun, man. You get in a room full of like-minded people who just want to work out and practice some self-defense, and it's fun. It's definitely a positive environment. And the environment has definitely grown and got better over the semesters. So it's pretty fun. Something to look forward to. Something to add to it today. It's some physical physical exercise. Something you can do 4 days a week just to get your mind and body right. I'm referring to myself, and so that's why I chose it. But it's pretty fun, man. It's pretty fun, and it definitely gets you in shape. But I see you guys soon for day 12, and as always, don't relapse.